and gentlemen.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Bad Truth in the building. It's going down. Y'all don't know nothing about that. What the Feezy? That's that Club Nouveau. Jealousy. You don't know nothing about that, boy. You ain't old school. That's my sister like joint. How y'all feeling today, man? Everybody chilling? Let me get my chats up real quick. Gonna talk about some jealousy, jealous love. Man, my man was supposed to hit me back. I'm gonna give you a little bit of his story. Probably should have had him on as a guest, but you know, we don't want him to get like messy, because this is gonna be a serious topic. And I want y'all to rock with me, man, and just try to tell me, like, is this a real thing? I ain't been in a relationship in like a long time, but I'll give you an example of something that happened to me. We gotta hit the music. We don't want it to go too far. I got my captions up today saying I do not own the rights to the music. So what I will do is I'll turn it down though, because sometimes if you rock a little bit too long, they will cut the video for copyright infringements. You dig what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. You can't do over like more than like a minute or something. So when y'all be watching Pop the Balloon and you see the DJ, he kind of like hit it, but then they fade out. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill it. And so let me see what's happening real quick. Check my platforms. But listen to this. I want to say happy birthday, man, to my auntie Betty Joe. Bet, we love you. Happy birthday. I think you the big 74. Man, that's crazy. I was born in 74. But listen, happy birthday, auntie. Listen, we love you. I miss you. I'm gonna probably get over there before, you know what I mean, I make my move and try to get down there to see you. Man, 16th Street. What more can I say? That's where I was at, 1648 North Park. So just hollered at my man Mikey today. Mikey was posting pictures of Lil Buzzy and stuff. He had the block. I'm like, send me that picture, my dude. And just come to find out today is Auntie Betty Joe's birthday. And man, been in the neighborhood for the longest. Didi took over the apartments, man. So happy birthday, Auntie. I love you. Be over there to give you a hug and stuff like that. My auntie's so dope. And her hair stay fresh and she stay fresh. But listen. Tomorrow we got some birthdays. Happy birthday to Jess. Her birthday is coming up. I think you're 38. Oh, maybe I shouldn't tell ages because people might not want that. My fault, my bad. But happy birthday, Jess. And then happy birthday to Nicole down in Miami. You dig what I'm saying? I talked to her. She down there in Miami doing her stuff real big. So she gonna be bringing her birthday in tomorrow. I won't be going live tomorrow, but happy birthday to my auntie Betty Joe, Jess, and Nicole. Now, jealous love. This is what we wanted to talk about today. Um, might be able to do a part two. We might be able to do a part three, but I want to bring something to your ear. So it's like, I cut hair and I'm always picking up on little conversations that somebody might say. And then I'll try to bring them to y'all, man. You dig what I'm saying? And I'll try to see how y'all feel about it because it's relatable. Being a barber is more than just cutting hair. It's like a mission, a ministry too. Because a lot of times people they pour out their problems. A lot of times you're giving these brothers advice. They giving you advice. Y'all listening. Y'all learning. Y'all laughing. Me and my brother Richard, we pray. Richard come through. We always hold hands and we'll come into agreement with prayer and stuff like that. And so the barbershop is dope. One of my guys hit me and he was asking me a question because I got the podcast and he was just like, hey, is it possible for you to be in a relationship and your spouse be jealous of you? And so I didn't hit him right back. But then when I did hit him back, I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? I think so. Like, hell yeah. And so just to give you a backdrop into his story, Really cool dude, super duper smart, um, very educated, and he's always on the grind to you know what I mean, to level up. So in this medical field, my man be going hard, right? And so in the same field, his girlfriend is in the same field. Now, um, they don't have any kids and they're young. Him, every time they catch a break, like they traveling, they do the traveling nurse thing, right? And so sometimes they might be out in South Dakota, they might be over here, they might be over there, and they travel together. They're young, they be having fun, they be taking trips, they be having a blast. And so I'm super proud of them to be young and be in love and not to have no kids and just to be doing their thing. But every time they take a break, my man, he'll jump back into school. You know what I mean? He'll jump back into something. He'll level it up on the nurse's level. He'll go be a mortician. You know, he always staying in school, staying in class. He always hitting the books and he's leveling up. So of course, as he's going through the process, he start getting the better jobs. So his little jobs, I'm talking about where he be coming home sometimes, he be showing me some stuff, you know what I mean? Sometimes his checks a week be like $2,400 a week. You know, he put in the work though, and he young and he ain't got no kids. And it's just like, man, boy, you getting to that bag. I'm talking about he's so dope. Fam bought me a pair of tennis shoes for Christmas. You think what I'm saying? That's how cool he rock with his barber. And I'm talking about that's like my little bro. And he leveling up. So when he asked me the question, it was like, I feel you. You know, I really do. To be in a position with somebody, you know, and they not proud of the moves that you making, you know, that's gotta hurt. It's gotta be rough because the last person, like, okay, so when I made the post, you know, the first thing I said, you know, how would it be if the person you love, the very person that you love and you lay down with, that's your op? You dig what I'm saying? Like your op is laying next to you, like you sleeping, like looking over at you, like you mother, you know what I mean? You ready, like man, you dirty, you rotten, and they right over there sleeping and snoring. You know what I mean? You like, dang, you ain't even proud of me. And so I went, you know, I did my homework and I started chopping into it, trying to see what other people had to say about it. And it's a thing, you know, it really is. And I experienced it too. And I'll tell you a little bit about mine. I gave it to you before, so we ain't gonna be too cliche. But let's do this. Let me show you this video, like I always do. I'm gonna show you this video, and then we're gonna talk about it real quick. Um, I got a few of them. Matter of fact, we got some different levels. Which one? All right, let's do this one. This one first.
Jealousy is dangerous. So to have it in your home and in the most intimate of spaces, yeah, I definitely wouldn't encourage anyone because it's one thing to again, and I think Kitty said it earlier where we was talking about intimidated versus minimized. It's one thing for your partner to make a jump in life and you feel small because of it. That's normal. When you in a room with bigger people, sometimes you kind of shrink up. See me and I'm a plot behind these. I'm a take the information and try to go form up with some other party or some like that. It's normal to feel small, and honestly, it's okay. You know who you can study, you know who you can learn from, but a partner, a nigga that live in your house, a nigga that you intimate with, a woman that you share your secrets with, bruh, a woman that know the passcodes and is in your will, yeah. Jealous? Ooh. That's different right there because they have access to act on that jealousy in a way that most people in life can't.
Like it's a lot of jealousy within people's relationships that they are actively in because you elevating is a mirror to what I'm not. So you getting that promotion at the job. Now I feel like as a man I'm not making enough money or I'm insufficient in terms of my role in this relationship. So now I'm gonna make you feel guilty for it. Now I'm gonna dissuade you from trying to do things that deep down I know is gonna make you a better you. But because it makes me feel like a worse of me, I'll serve as a roadblock for it. So I think we got to be careful of just jealous partners within a relationship. That should sound crazy, but it's real.
It's real.
Man, jealous love. Okay. All right. I'll take them glasses off. Sometimes I can't see, but my sunglass game is so dope. Y'all gotta step your glasses game up. No, I'm just joking. You ain't gotta be meddling with me. Listen, I'm live on TikTok too. So check me out on TikTok because it's going down over there. You dig what I'm saying? I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on YouTube. Man, I gotta call you back. I am live on the air. No, if they hear you now, it's too late. But listen, okay. So let's talk about that. Let's break it down because he said a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Number one, if you in a relationship with a person and you leveling up and this person ain't leveling up, that could be that low self-esteem. You know what I mean? A person that's mad at you because you start to win, you know? And I'm gonna show you this other one. It's a little bit late, but do break it down, you know what I mean, about how sometimes men do that. But I just want to tell you this because that's a big thing. So um when I first came home, I had a girlfriend, you know, super cool, super beautiful, in my corner, like, you know what I mean, really, really like rocking with me when I first came home. And first person that was really like showing me like some interest and showing me like, hey, I know what you've been through. I'm in your corner. And I really appreciated it. But as the time got to going like a little bit more, let me see. Am I live or did it stop? Okay, no, it's still going. But as the time got to going a little bit more, as I started working, I leveled up. I got me a car. I started leveling up. I started like getting my clothes and my stuff together. And I had been locked up for like 14 years, man. 14 years, 8 months. And so I didn't necessarily want to just sit in the house. You dig what I'm saying? I wanted to, get out and do stuff, and not necessarily by myself. I'm saying if we a team, we're a couple, let's get out. Whereas this person was accustomed to staying in the house. You know what I mean? And it was like, man, I just got done staying in a cell. I've been locked up for like so long, and now I'm getting my clothes together. But now all of a sudden, I started leveling up. The podcast started jumping. I started getting my clients together on the barbershop tip. So at this time, I'm traveling and I'm cutting hair. The people from the University of Iowa, they was doing like little stuff, putting me on the panels of like releases. Remember, Vance Jones had that little documentary that came out. They was going on tour doing that, and so they put me on the panel. Sweetheart wouldn't show up for that. She wouldn't watch the podcast. She wouldn't show up to like any of my public speaking gigs. And I'm not gonna say that she was jealous of the level up, but I don't think that I was who she wanted me to be. You know what I'm saying? Because she would always say, man, forget the barber thing. Why don't you just get on at the job and stay on at the job where you can start getting your benefits and stuff like that? And I'm like, man, the hell with that job. Like, you dig what I'm saying? It's like, I cut hair. This is what I do. And it's way more money in what I'm doing over here than what it is over there. And not only that, they killing us over there. You know what I mean? The job was strenuous. So it was just like, I never looked at her like as jealous, but I looked at her as like, man, like, you want to be out there in the streets. You want to be on this. You want to be on that. And this is like, nah, little mama, that ain't what I'm trying to do. But I've been locked up for like 14 years and 8 months. I do want to get out and see some. I don't care. We don't do nothing but walk the river and hold hands down at the river. We finna do something. I ain't finna sit in this house. You dig what I'm saying? And so I can see it from that perspective. Do I feel like she had low self-esteem? She used to say certain negative things about, about things that was going on in her. I ain't finna repeat that. But she used to cover it up with like, I don't like being around people. I don't like doing this and I don't like because they be clowning and they be doing this and they be doing that. But before I got with you, I seen the pictures of you and a couple of your girls at the job going to the little bars that y'all like, having y'all little drinks, dressing up, doing that. Now that we together, it's like, man, you don't want me nowhere. You want me in the house. So it's possible that, what I mean, Shorty could probably, what's up, K Dot? Just chilling, my dude. It's possible that, what I mean, the spouse could probably be jealous of you because, they, one thing is leveling up, like far as like on a job, but um, what if a person just like feel like, man, you know what? If he go out and he sees something else, or if she get out and she sees something else, what if they leave me? What if they find something better than me? You know what I mean? Like, I can see that. I can see that. That's jealous love right there. Like, um, I don't want you going here. I don't want you doing this and that. I don't want you because I know how they do little stuff like that over there. you know, and then that could be a fear of abandonment, you know, because some people be feeling like, all right, if you get out here and you get to doing this and that, you get to seeing other people, then you're gonna leave me. What's good, Alicia? What's going down? And so, but that's it, you know, jealous love of saying, okay, we're in this relationship together, but you jealous of me because you don't want to see me grow in a job. Like if I level up in a job, if I start making more money than you, like my man was saying, and then you know making more money than me, then you feel inferior, you know. And sometimes when you're in a relationship and you can experience jealous love on the strength of somebody saying, hey, I don't want you being around this and that because yeah, you get to seeing other people, then you mess around and you dip on me and you might find somebody better. um Infidelity in the past relationship, that could be a jealous love. Somebody in your past cheated on you. So now you bring that baggage over here to this next relationship. So now you jealous. Every time they go somewhere, every time they kick it with somebody, they at the job and you pull up on their break or you pull up to pick them up or something. You see them talking to a female or you see her talking to a dude, you automatically lose your top because you think that she trying to holler at dude. You remember like how baby boy in them was, how when Jody used to pull up on her at the job, or how you know she used to see Jody in her car. That's what I'm saying. Like jealous love, like man, not trusting your peoples. Like I don't trust you. And if it's really like that, if you really feel like okay, somebody in your past did you so bad and they cheated on you, and you get into another relationship, you can't bring that to the next relationship. You're gonna have to go ahead and get you some help and heal because everybody ain't out to get you. But soon as you start seeing little signs, you know what I mean? That's the first thing you're gonna do. You're gonna start accusing them. You're gonna start having jealous love to the point where you're gonna start trying to make these people feel like, you know what I mean, like I don't trust you, you know, and that's just because somebody else did you wrong in your past. And so now you think like everybody a cheater. So now you come in this relationship and you think it's like that. Um, I know some people who are just flat out crazy and they think being jealous is a way to show somebody that they love them. Have you ever seen like dudes like just be in a relationship with a woman and just want to control her? Oh, what you wearing? Why you wearing that? Where you going with that on? Man, if you don't go back in there and take them off, it's like now, all right, I feel like this. If I was in a relationship with a woman, I feel like you should carry yourself in a moderate way. I think you know what I mean, you can dress beautiful and you can also dress classy. But as a man, you dig what I'm saying? If you met her and she was wearing some of the stuff that she was wearing when you met her, now all of a sudden y'all get together and then all of a sudden you start controlling. She can't go over here. She can't hang out with her friends. It's like, fam, you a clown. You know what I mean? You a clown because at the end of the day, there ain't nowhere in the world you're gonna be able to get this woman and kind of lock her in the house. That's not what a girlfriend, woman, wife is for. That's not what she's for. And if you can't trust her to go out and do something, then you got issues. You know what I mean? And so you got people that's act like you got some chicks really that feel like being crazy and showing out like every time they see him doing something or if he with his friends and there's some girls around or something and she pull up and they hanging around some girls and you know that them little chicks is ratchet, you know that they some tack heads and they be on that. So all of a sudden now you got to pull up and you got to clown and try to prove like yeah because I beat her, you know what I mean, like you gonna whoop they top or you gonna jump on somebody. It's like man, if, if you don't get somewhere and sit down, pulling up on the block and doing that and trying to show out, you know what I mean, to cause a scene because you think that he finna be out here cheating. And if he is out here cheating and you done caught him and you done took him back, then you know what it is, you know. But that's a part of that jealous love. Feeling like, all right, I'm just gonna prove to y'all that I love him so much or I love her so much. You can't go here, you can't go there. Man, if you don't let her have girls' night out with her friends and you can't trust her to come home, you're tripping. And so those are just a few of the things. Here go another one. This one is good. I've done this one before, and I ain't gonna even front. I ain't gonna even say you know who I did it to, but I've done it. The deflecting, jealous love. All right, this is when. All right, now there he go. He want to tap in with his story, but meanwhile I'm already live. I'm live, New Orleans. But listen, so deflecting is like when you know that you cheating and then you try to blame your spouse for cheating or you always accusing them of doing something when you know it's you the one that's out here, you know what I mean, moving foul and you the one out here with these other little chicks and grooving. And man, it was just like, you know, when I was in the streets, I was terrible. You know, I lived a double life. And so I used to bring that attitude to the house because I knew I was out there being reckless, you know, and it's sad. But I mean, I'll admit it because if you can laugh at my pain, or if I can show you my pain or something that happened with me, and you can take it and use it and clear it up because somebody's still going through that now. Don't do that to nobody, man. That's the most horrible thing to do because it don't do nothing but ruin a relationship, or it puts the relationship in a bad space because we got kids around here. And so the best thing you can do, because you've been out cheating, is to come home and then try to blame your people and say, oh, you've been out here, you've been doing this or you've been doing that, just so you can keep, you know what I mean, stuff going. It's like, this is crazy. So let me just type I'm live. I can't understand why it ain't showing everybody. But so that's I used to do that. So fellas, please get out of that. Get out of that state of mind. Don't do that. Um, but at the end of the day, um, if you gonna blame her, you know what I mean? Why don't you just get yourself together? Because at the end of the day, if you come into the house and you trying to put the blame on her because you got a guilty conscience about yourself, you disrupting the whole vibe of the house. And when you disrupt the vibe of the whole house, the one thing that I wasn't conscious of is that little kids are looking up to us. And so we have to be like do better examples of what we showing them, like arguments and what are we talking about, what are we fight, we bringing a bunch of fighting and fussing to the table, and all in the house yelling and doing a bunch of stuff when you know you bogus. You wrong two times for that one, fam. I'm gonna tell you why. You wrong for bringing that to the house when you don't know that she's cheating, and you just coming in with an excuse to just try to justify that. See the deflecting thing. What the feezy, bro? What do you mean? I'm live, fam. Like what the So listen to this. Not only that, so then you do that, and then you know what I mean, you stick her with making her feel. So now y'all in a bad space. Y'all arguing back and forth. You know, you just started an argument for nothing because you just trying to deflect it to take the attention off of you because you know you was bogus. But here's the thing. The kids, they in the house and they looking up to it. So now here they are. They trying to figure out y'all arguing. You know what I mean? The podcast ain't going on tomorrow, bro. You should have did this today. But listen, so now here they are, they looking at y'all. And the worst thing I used to hate is to have an argument in the house, and then both people are raising their voice, and then a kid goes somewhere and they run and get scared because they feel like y'all fighting or somebody's being hurt, you know? And so that's a double whammy right there. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all listening to that, don't do that. That ain't cool. Um, Here's another one, and I'm gonna still say it's a downer, but here it is. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody and the jealous love, they claim that they love you, but they still jealous of your ex, you know, looking at your ex wondering like, man, all right, say for instance, he get with you, but then you look at his ex and you feel like his ex look better than you. You feel like his ex got a better body than you. You feel like, you know, when she go out, she's super popular, she get all the attention and stuff like that, so she mad thick or she mad beautiful. Or you don't like her ex because he look better than you. He might be taller than you, he might be more buff. You dig what I'm saying? And so now you starting to trying to compare yourself to him. Did he have better sex with you than I did? You dig what I'm saying? And so you see people that go through that. Oh, you still want that dude? Oh, you still want that nigga? Whoop de whoop. Oh, you still want to be with her? Well, go ahead and be with her. So those be like little feuds. And here it is. You in a relationship and y'all claim that y'all love each other, but then again, you still jealous of somebody that they had in their past. I'll tell you this. Um, if they ain't cut that person off, then I feel you, you know. And I can't understand this at all. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. What's going down, Nick? I ain't seen you in a minute. Meanwhile, here's the thing. If you see signs that this person is still communicating with this person and they on the low, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If that's where you want to be, that's where you need to get to. I ain't never finna be. You says what I wear shouldn't determine my worth. You right about that, Caprice. I didn't even see you on there. What's up, sweetheart? Yeah, you right. It shouldn't determine your worth. But what I'm saying on that, I didn't see you post that. My fault. I wasn't looking at my chats. Here's the thing: when guys, d- it don't even determine your worth. Some cats is just weird. You dig what I'm saying? Like before he might have got with you, he seen you at the club. You was dope. You was fresh. Maybe you had on some leather pants or something, and they was fitting kind of tight. And then when y'all got together, when y'all was on the first couple of dates, it was cool for you to get dope. It was cool for you to be fresh. Okay, he was loving you. You was out there. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden you get with him, and oh, you can't wear that, or you can't go over here with them. He get to hanging out with your friends. He see your friends are such and such. Well, she ain't got no man. I don't want you hanging out with her because she ain't got no man and she be on this and that. I'm gonna tell you something. It is some slickness to it, ladies. I done seen it done. I'm trying to tell you, shoot. I am not gonna even bring up no names, but I seen them do it. I slid up in the club and seen my girl and her family be on something. And I seen them in the mix, and I just sit in the club and I just sit back and I just watched her. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm back here trying to get drinks for him. And I come back with the drinks. It's like, aha, people all in their ear smiling. Now her dude is locked up. But here I come to meet my girl at the club and she with her peoples and her dude locked up. So she just out here having a blast. That's a scenario. But I ain't never got with, what I mean, a female. And then once we enter the relationship, you can't go there. Oh, I don't want you wearing that. You know what I mean? Because I don't trust you know how to act. Oh, dudes is gonna be looking at you. They're gonna be man, they're gonna look at you and stare at you anyway. The the part is what you gonna say. How you gonna respond to that? You dig what I'm saying? You say, okay, yeah, I run and very fast. She said, I run and very fast. Yeah, but it's just about maturity. See, when people become grown, they be on grown people stuff. That's just like, okay, back to the last little point we was making, how some people get jealous of ex-partners. And it's like, I don't care who you get with. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna have something that they did that was better than what you was doing. You know what I mean? I never come into a relationship saying that, okay, all right, am I the best at this or that? Only thing I can give you is just me. I can try to love you the way that I know how to love you. I can treat you the way that I know how to treat you. Either that's good enough or you just get to get on away from around here. You dig what I'm saying? You got to go find somebody else. See, one of the things is like when people start liking each other and they start falling in love with each other, you start feeling like you're the only one for me. I'm the only one for you. You know what I mean? And you would love to believe that. You would be like, okay, once we start saying we like each other, we digging each other, and we talking and we invest in time. Man, if you have you noticed on social media, people will leave you in a second because they entertaining so many conversations. It ain't like it used to be back in the day where you be hollering at somebody and then you know what I mean, it's y'all talking. Remember how we used to be like, oh, we talking. Okay. On Facebook, on social media, people is talking to multiple people. So when they be like dashing and getting gone, it's like, man, get gone. That's what you want, get gone. Because you can't force nobody to be in your life. What you say? I am who I am. No man can change who I am. Who you met, you have to accept that or keep it moving. Yeah, I believe that. Now, let me ask you this though, Caprice. Um, say this for instance, because I want to prove this point. Um, and this is another little point because I don't want guys to feel like we just badgering on them because they the ones that really like have a problem with the way that the woman is dressing. Okay, so let me ask you this, Caprice. If you get with a guy, now, like say for instance, if you were single and you and your girls was out, sometimes you did throw on some, maybe some hoochie mama shorts. Maybe you wore some stuff because I'm single. I want to get this attention. I want to do it like that. Now, some women just don't do it at all. They just keep it classy, and I think that's dope. Catch me looking like a woman, catch me in my class era. But some women, they do that. And then guys get with them and then they expect this woman to change. When you met her and she was wearing see-through clothes, she was wearing fishnets, see-through this, and now you can see all of this. When you was at the club, you seen her in a whole fishnet bodysuit, and everybody just seen her with a thong and a bra on. The whole everybody seen her. So okay, now you just so happen to bag her for the night. You get her number, you start talking to her. The next thing you know, y'all get ready to go on. Now she pop up in the same thing, just a different color. I ain't I ain't going. But then again, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That ain't the one that I'm trying to pick up. I ain't gonna even lie, you know. And very rarely do you. I ain't been in a club where I'm trying to pick up somebody, get their number, and take them home. I don't go to the club for that. I mean, when I go, I'm listening to music, DJing, and I'm trying to get wings, and I'm going back home. I ain't in the club because if I find you in the club and that's where you want to be, then that's probably where your spirit is at. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got no problem with nobody that's young and want to party and do that. Because you know, I go through my phases where you might not even see me. I might be just tucked off. And so that's all I'm saying. And Jalea, what's going down? I haven't seen you in a while. What's happening? And so I'm just saying it from this perspective, Caprice. Do you feel that like once you do get with a man, you do have, a little bit you have you gotta kind of like, all right, I represent, we together, we a team. You dig what I'm saying? It's just like, say for instance, before dude met you, him and his guys might have been hanging out every night, smoking weed, playing the video game. Now that he got you, like, fam, I can't be over here till 3 o'clock in the morning, boy. I'm finna go to the house. You know what I mean? Some cats still be trying to hang out. It's like, boy, I can't do that. She ain't going for that. You think what I'm saying? Don't that make sense? You said, so are you picking her up because she's dressed looking like she can sleep with her? Or are you trying to make something happen with her? I think there it is. I think that's it. I think that's it. Hold on. Let me see what Alicia said. And I'm gonna read yours out loud too, but let me see this. Let me turn this off. This caption off. Hide this. All right. So Alicia said, outside people will also set you up. They don't want to see other people be happy. They will plant seeds of doubt, and you can ruin a good thing feeding off of that. Outside people will also set you up. They don't want to see other people happy. They will plant seeds of doubt and can ruin a good thing feeding off of that. Okay, so I understand that, Alicia. Um, Jealous love can also play a part in that. That's the reason why I said we can do a part two, because we can talk about this from different areas. Because some of y'all got some girlfriends that don't want to see y'all happy, especially like when y'all get in relationships. And just like I was saying, guys might be hanging out with their dudes all night, and then all of a sudden you get a girl. Your girl wants you home. She want to watch movies. She cooks something. So she's saying, babe, come on to the house. You know what I mean? I made her something to eat. We finna eat. Let's watch us some movie. It's something new coming on Netflix. Your dude's like, oh man, you bitch ass nigga, you gotta go hang out with y'all, nigga. You gotta go in the house. Like, man, are you stupid? Hang out over here with y'all, and y'all ain't doing nothing with y'all life. You ain't even got no girlfriend. You ain't even got no. I'm going to the house, boy. And matter of fact, I ain't even coming back over here tomorrow. I'm not coming back over here for the rest of the week. You dig what I'm saying? And so use that energy and vice versa it to, all right, you was hanging out with your girls. You didn't have no man. So what if you threw on something a little bit sexy? And then all of a sudden you got a dude, and he was just like, yeah, it was cool, but babe, like when you out there, I'm just saying, you represent us. Don't do that. How does that play? Um, Caprice, do you think that that's a thing? Let me see what you said. Okay, so y'all see what Alicia said, and let me check out what Caprice said. Caprice says, so are you picking her up because she's dressed looking like you can sleep with her, or are you trying to make something happen with her? And see, that's the thing. The thing is, when you see him in the club, you, I mean, it's telling, because if she's with her friends, and let's say if she did dress a little bit, you know what I mean, uh, too sexy tonight because she's single. Say if it was a concert or something in town, and then she went to the concert, they had the after set, and you seen her, and she had on this and that. So now all of a sudden you got her number, and then all of a sudden you think she should tone it down. You know, you seen her in the club, and she might not want to tone it down. And so I'm just saying, is it a thing? You said, when I get with a man and we have that discussion, that yes, I'm willing to make those changes to keep us happy. I think we need to post that. Because here it is. We're gonna talk about healthy jealousy, but I want to show y'all another video. Check out this other video and listen to what this man say. I should have did something for the women, but listen to what he said, because this right here was so real. I've seen this like close up, personal, and I ain't finna say no names, but man, yeesh. Okay, check this one out.
He can't love you properly because he's jealous of you. He cannot love you properly because he is secretly in competition with you. He cannot love you properly because honestly, if he was to treat you the way that you're really supposed to be treated, and if he was to lift you up to your full potential, then you would recognize that you are too much woman for him. He can't love you properly because for real, he knows for a fact that he's not supposed to be dating women like you. He caught you at a vulnerable moment. He caught you at a point in life where you weren't feeling your best and you wasn't thinking your best. And he slid in there and act as if he was the best thing for you at that time in your life. But what you really didn't know was he was a leech, and he's sucking on you for dear life, and he's holding on you for dear life, because if he lets you go, your life improves. His declines tremendously. You're sleeping with the enemy and you don't even know it. That's why he can never be proud for you. That's why he never claps for you. That's why he never cheers for you. That's why he never applauds for you. That's why he can't. That's why he never encourages you. That's why he never supports you. Because if he really lets you really tap into your full potential, you'll realize that you don't need him. Am I lying?
Ooh, homie, a hater. Real talk. Real talk. I hate to say it. And here's the problem, sweetheart. A lot of times y'all start doing this little thing where, okay, I'm gonna build a guy up. You know what I mean? You catch him, you trying to build him up, and at the end of the day, let's say you might have been through a little breakup. You like, I see the potential in him, and then here it is. You don't even know who he really is, and all of a sudden he might have just caught you, like say, okay, boom, he was down, but now when he come into your life, um one thing I take my hats off to women for is because y'all very, very ambitious. You know, the majority of y'all are. You know what I mean? I don't care whether y'all like young in the 20s, coming on through the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. And a lot of times it's because you got mouths to feed, you know, and there's no excuses for them. You know what I'm saying? They got to get up and they got to go to school. They got to have clothes. You know what I mean? They got to have a ride back and forth. And so you will see a real woman step up to the plate, and she gonna put that crown and she gonna fix it up and she gonna do it. She might hit a bad lick. You might see her down here and there. But one thing about a real woman, she gonna always bounce back. And I love that about women, especially black women. I salute y'all. And I'm not playing just because it's the podcast. I salute y'all because I see that. This dude right here, he'll see you winning, and then all of a sudden he jealous of you. He don't want to commend you. He don't want to clap for you. You dig what I'm saying? All he leeching. So next thing you know, every time you need your car, he going in your car. Every time you get paid, he needs something for, you know what I mean, to get high, to get drunk, to do this and to do that. You got all the business plans, but yet and still, he want to talk and he want to act like he a dude, like he a real guy. But in reality, dude is your worst. He your op. You sleeping with your op. You sleeping with the enemy. So I'm telling you, when you lay down at night, you sleeping with the enemy. I don't give a shit if y'all done sit up there and y'all done had sex and y'all done did whatever. But dude over here, he ain't for you. You know what I mean? Because anytime that you win, listen, when Shorty, I'm gonna tell you what she did for me, and this is, it blew my mind. A few like little bitty simple things that she did for me. Okay, I was staying in a hotel room, and so I was working on my book, and I didn't have a cordless mouse, so I had a laptop, and I kept on using the mouse on the laptop, and it would erase my whole paragraphs. And so she see me over there like frustrated, and I ain't computer savvy, so it's like boom, boom, boom. All right, so then one day I was cleaning up my room. You know what I mean? I'm in a hotel, so I done switched all their covers out. I switched all their bathroom suits out for all of my own stuff, and then I had to go down there to use the vacuum to clean up and to vacuum my floor. So one day I was riding and I get a call and she was just like, where you at? And I was just like, man, I'm riding. She says, are you close to a Walmart? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I'm finna text you this number. Pull up into one of the curbside pickups. And when they come up to the car, give them this number. And I'm like, I've never done it before. So I'm like, so what is this for? What are you doing? She was just like, I know you don't like gifts, but I got you something. And I'm like, what did you do? And so when I get to the curbside pickup, she got me a cordless, like a cordless mouse, you know what I mean? And she got me a vacuum cleaner. You dig what I'm saying? And so when I thought about it, she says, because you're trying to write your book, and so you don't keep erasing your paragraphs, I want you to have this mouse. Then she said, I got you a vacuum cleaner. She says, because I don't want you using the vacuum cleaner from downstairs. Everybody else is using it in their room. I want you to have your own vacuum cleaner. And she said, it didn't cost much. I just want you to have it. And to me, phew, it put me on cloud nine. You know what I mean? And then it was just like I started cutting hair. And so now I got the car and I'm going to people's house and I'm cutting hair. So she go on Amazon and she buys me a clipper book bag. So I could put my clippers in this book bag and go around and cut hair. You dig what I'm saying? So I could stack my clippers in there nice. Because I had like a little prison book bag. And I'm wrapping clippers up in towels and stuff like that. And so she was always, man, really smart when it came to that. And it's just like, man. But then when I started shining, it's like, she didn't want that. Like, she wanted me in the house. It's like, you gave me the damn boost to be great. You dig what I'm saying? And so with me, I'm telling you, I said all of that to say this. With a real man, if you give him a boost, he's supposed to step into his position. You dig what I'm saying? So all of my guys that's listening to you right now, when God created you, he created you provider, protector, and with the a king. The level of king is in you. You gotta wake up and walk in it. You dig what I'm saying? And so the provider and the protector is always in you, but you have to step up to it. And so sometimes that woman is your multiplier. So when you get a good woman that's on your team and she winning, we finna figure out like, okay, so what did you do? You mean to tell me you did this to get that? So this is what I do over here. How can we get up here? You dig what I'm saying? And if nothing else, how can you help me get to there? Ain't no way in the world I'm finna be jealous of her. I don't give a shit if she make millions to billions. Like what? When you get home, bath water is gonna be ran, candles is gonna be lit. Like, hold on, I even cooked. I don't care what's going down, and you bringing that bag to the house, and man, come on, you better stop playing. See, that's why you need a prayer life. You got to have a relationship with God, because when you got a relationship with God, you understand that these are things that God are doing in people, and he's got something for your life. So when you see other people winning and doing things, you don't have to be mad at them. How you can't stop God's blessing? What God got for this woman, you will never be able to stop it anyway. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get your stupid ass kicked out, and then you're gonna be with one of them ones that's broken, wretched, that don't care about nothing. So now you want somebody to match your energy? Have at it. Okay, what y'all saying over here? Not my car, don't play that. Shh. And Capri, she was thoughtful because she wanted to control you as well. You know something? That that might be true. What's up, Rody? What's going down? I'm late, but I completely agree with this video. Yeah, dude did speak some facts. Now, Caprice, back to what you're saying. Because I think you was on when I first started it. It kind of seemed like that, you know. Now that's a whole another podcast. But I'm coming from the example of what dude was saying. Okay, so dude said that's the reason why he don't never celebrate you. That's why he don't never commend you, is because he's jealous of you. He came into your life at a vulnerable time. Maybe he caught you, and then now all of a sudden he start feeling like he don't deserve you. You dig what I'm saying? Like when I got with Shorty get money. You dig what I'm saying? She get to the bag. Like, okay, we was working at this little place, and I get paid like every week. She get paid once a month because she gets a salary. You dig what I'm saying? And she's got a whole department. She's got people up under her. And so for some odd reason, she wanted me. Now, be it in this space, everybody was trying to get at her. She chose me. I thought that it was dope. So the little stuff that she was doing for me, Caprice, it made me do better. It's like, okay, I got somebody that's in my corner now. She a winner. I'm a winner. That's all I needed was a boost. You give me a boost, shit, I'm to the moon, Batman. I'm telling you, I'll tell you what it's looking like on Mars. I'm trying to tell you, sky ain't the limit. The view is just better. Real talk. So when I did get there, now here I am. I'm leveling up. Shoe game that came up. You dig what I'm saying? I done got my gear together. They got me over here doing public speaking at the University of Iowa. I did a documentary. I'm in a documentary. They come into the crib. They taping me. They taping me coming out the halfway house. And it's just like, she ain't celebrating me no more. So it's kind of right. It's like, okay, it was cool once I was beneath you to show me love and pick me up, but don't you go no further than that ceiling. That's dope. Dang, that's dope. I ain't think about that. That might be a whole nother one, but dang, I don't know. That's why I like the bare truth. It be going down. I be appreciating when y'all be speaking up too, though, because I don't know everything. So a lot of times y'all be showing me like different ideas because I never thought about it like that. I just thought that, you know, I wasn't the type of guy for her. I should just think like, maybe she just want a factory worker. You know what I mean? Maybe she happy with that. Because most of the guys that, you know, even after me, she talked to, that's all they do. They go to work and they come home. And she happy with that. So she was kind of content with that life. So I'm not for sure what it was. I can't call it, but man, I thought that she would be proud to say, okay, my dude, I'm investing in you. And I ain't gonna even front. She used to feed me like crazy. My lunches used to be so dope at work. My lunches used to be haircuts. It's going crazy. Tomorrow's Friday. It's gonna go down. Yeah. But meanwhile, so yeah, that was another thing. She used to feed me. You know what I mean? And I love that. You know, if you feed me, boy, ain't no telling what I'm liable to do. I don't even know how to paint, but I'll paint the house. I'll be up under the hood of the car. Tires don't even need to be rotated. I'm out there rotating. No, I'm just playing. But I'm saying I'm gonna reciprocate that energy though. I'm that one. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna reciprocate that energy. If you try to show me a little bit of love, I'm gonna try to double it up and give it back. And I thank my peoples for that. Like my grandmother, I grew up around some good people. My mom, my auntie Diane. You dig what I'm saying? I got some good women in my life. My auntie Betty Joe, my auntie Marianne. I grew up around some good ladies. You know what I mean? And some good family members to the point where, you know, when people do something for you, you try to get that back, you know. And then not only that, fellas, if y'all watching me, when a woman, when she invests into your life like that and you double it up and you reciprocate that, don't you know the blessings just keep on coming? She caught you, she blessed you, you leveled up, you blessed her. Next thing you know, she turned around, she blessed you. Y'all got kids in the house. They see the blessings. They see everybody happy. They getting blessed. Life is good. So when you do that, they don't do nothing but multiply. You take that and you do a little bit of community service. You start helping other people that's out on the streets. That's how you stay winning, bro. That's the key to winning. I'm telling you right there, if you do not know the recipe to winning, it ain't about what you can do for yourself. It's about loving on somebody else and watch God give you the love back. I did it. I know it works. Okay. I got like one more video I want to show y'all. And so look out for that. I had one video for the ladies that this dude was talking about. African dude. He talked about how this woman didn't want to work and she took advantage of him and took his money and stuff like that. And so sometimes, ladies, only thing I'm gonna say on that is don't do that. Um, if you jealous of your guy and he's getting money, you know what I mean? A lot of times they would try to play that role and just try to spend his money or try to treat him like he's some type of sugar daddy, you know, and take his. And then he says something that was really crazy. I wanted to get that video and do it, but I was running short for time. He said that he gave her money and she took the money and she gave it to another man. I know some ladies that's done that. You know what I mean? Like, say, for instance, you with this dude, your baby daddy in prison, you go take money from this dude and go send it to your baby daddy. I listen, I am not about violence. You know I'm against domestic violence. But if you ever take mine and go send it to somebody that's in prison without my authority, without my knowledge, thinking that you running on me, you probably gonna meet the palm. You dig what I'm saying? You're gonna probably meet palms. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be hurt, and I don't know how to channel that type of anger. So don't do that to me. Don't play with me because I get mine's hard. I cut hair for it. I DJ for it. I do whatever. I don't do nothing illegal. My money don't come easy like that. I don't know who you think you playing with, but don't ever try to play me. For real, for real. I got kids and grandkids out here. I don't really play about the money. So please don't do that. Don't ever take nobody money and go get and give it to another man. Because I don't want him putting his hands on you. But if he put his hands on you, what you gonna say? What you say was a control thing, Nikki? Yeah, I think so. Capri said yes. Man, y'all saying some stuff. She was thoughtful because she wanted. Okay, so we caught up. I just don't want to make sure I miss nothing. So, ladies, again, don't ever take a man's money and go give it to another dude. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know if that's jealous love. I think that right there is low down. You low down. You dig what I'm saying? Take your own money and give it away. And then if you fall short on your bills, that's gonna be your fault. But don't ever do that. That's disrespectful. I got one more video. I want y'all to check this one out because Steve Harvey said something real quick. I want y'all to peep this one out. All right, this one.
So your feelings of jealousy can actually be very helpful if they're not on the other end of the spectrum where they're becoming harmful.
Right. You know, I can understand it. You made a point where about guys being jealous. Guys are jealous for two reasons. First of all, we're protective and we're possessive. Am I jealous in my relationship? You best believe it. And my wife knows that. You know, if you're pushing up on my girl, you can't do that, man. To me, that's disrespectful. So you can call it jealousy if you want to, but if you're pushing up on my girl and I see you, I'm gonna step to you. It ain't gonna be no, hey, what's going on? I know what's going on. I'm gonna step right up to you. You can call it jealousy if you want to, but she mine. She belongs to me. Now, I said that one time and somebody got mad. Your wife is not an item. She doesn't belong to you. Yes, she does. She belongs to me and I belong to her. I'm hers and she mine. So is jealousy good, doctor?
Well, what I'm asking you, does it make your relationship better? That's the question.
I think it
You
does.
can have your feelings, but does these situations make you feel good? Do they make you feel better? Do they strengthen the relationship?
I don't know. I asked my wife, but I think my wife realizes, wow, I got a man that ain't playing about me. I am not playing about my wife. This ain't my girlfriend.
Yeah.
This ain't just some chick I'm seeing.
Yeah.
This is my wife, man.
Hell to the yeah. And I know that's so cliche and old school, but it's so real. Man. So the question is there healthy jealousy? So, we saying jealous love, but is there ever a situation or a time and a point when you're in a relationship where you can be jealous? And I'm gonna say to intuition and discernment, you gotta be. So if my discernment is, okay, dude is being disrespectful, and I know one who used to do this, seemed like he just, for some odd reason, like, fam, he about worse than 50 Cent as far as like trolling. But it seemed like each one of my BMs, he would try to holler at him. Like he would see us out together. But then again, if he catch him one-on-one, he would try to be slick and say like little stuff to him. And it's just like, fam, stop. Don't play with me like that. And I feel like Steve like that. You know what I mean? If we together and we say that we're in a relationship and people know that and we make our status known that, okay, we working and really, I feel like Steve, at our age right now, we dating with a purpose. We dating with intention. If we say that we together, that we working on this, what I'm really trying to figure out is we compatible with each other. So I need to see, how your spending habits is. What's your credit like? Are you working on your credit? Do you get up and go to work on time? Are you lazy? Do you take care of your kids really? You dig what I'm saying? These are the things because I'm trying to spend the rest of my life with you. I need to figure out who I'm finna be, attached to. So when we start doing this and that, the next goal is the finish line. We finna jump this broom. You finna carry my last name and we finna go somewhere and sit down. You dig what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna be doing all of this all over the place. You dig? And then when we get to this point, fam, I'm like, Steve, don't run up on my girl. You know what I mean? Hollering, that's mine and I'm hers. I want the same respect. You know what I mean? When you know that me and hers together, don't do that. That's healthy jealousy. And if you ain't got that discernment or that intuition to say, hey, man, this ain't what we doing. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful, pushing up on somebody's spouse. Jealous if your girl say, okay, I don't like you hanging around them. I know what they on. They see you out here, you winning, you got a good little job. They see that you're a family man and stuff like that. Back to what Alicia was saying. You know what I mean? Alicia was saying like some people that be in they be trying to plant seeds of doubt because they don't want you to win. They looking at your relationship from afar and they playing. Yeah, man, one thing I celebrate love. And I tell you something, I was DJing and I want to shout him out because I told him this in person. So I ain't just doing this just to be fronting because it's the podcast. I actually did this to him like face to face. Fred and Nicole and them, they threw their father's 70th birthday party. So if anybody seen me DJing like last weekend, that's where I was at. I was DJing for their dad's 70th birthday party. So, me, Fred, and his girl, Taryn, and them, we all went to school together. And so Fred and her got together like back when they was in like high school. So they've been high school sweethearts. You dig what I'm saying? They're a little bit younger than us, but they've been together for a while, And today, they still together. You dig what I'm saying? Lil Cedric got a boxing match coming up on March the 8th. Saturday night fights down at the River Center. Ballroom, with Ball Productions, my cousin Devin, Ramsey, VC. So you got Little Ramsey fighting, you got Rashawn Lee fighting, you got Cedric fighting, my man Demont is fighting. Now Najee just jumped on the card. Najee, I see you, cousin. Time to bounce back. I'm glad that you within a month jump right back in the ring doing your thing. These little young brothers, Quad Cities, they down here fighting. So Fred's son is down there fighting. I see him at the little thing. Then I see their kids, and I just see them moving and grooving. So like when I played Make It Last Forever, and I kept on looking at the camera and I say, okay, you see, you got to be old school. When you DJ for older people, you can play like slow music and they dance. There was times, I'm telling you, he would look at his wife, his girl, and be like, get over here. When I play like a certain song, he looking for like, get over here. Like, this our jam. And then they got to hug each other. They kissing each other and they dancing. They singing to each other. But here's the thing. They've been doing this since the 90s. They still together since the 90s. So when the party was all over with, I walked up to him and I shook his hand and I said, man, I want to tell you something, bro. I said, I want to tell you that I'm proud of you. And I said, man, because I see you still with your family, being a family man in your kid's life, still loving your girl, still looking in her eyes with that fire, dancing and kissing each other. And, ain't afraid, like, you still my baby from even back then. Today, I still love you. She's still dancing and giving it to him, and when people get a little bit of liquor in their system, it's funny. But I'm telling you, man, that's what I'm talking. That's what I want. Like, don't go, and he got hands. Don't go mess with that man's woman. Don't go trying to push up on her. And she crazy. So don't go try to push up on him. Now, I don't know all of their business behind the scenes. I'm not saying that their whole relationship is perfect, but I'm telling you, that's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a beautiful thing to watch, man, when you see people in love and they really mean that. You dig what I'm saying? Don't go messing that up, man. Go find somebody that wants your stinking. No, I'm just playing. But I'm just saying, go find somebody and get tucked off and get out the way, man. That's all it is. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody running around here playing games, lying, trying to lay up with this person, trying to go holler at this person because you think he got a little bit of money. You think he finna do this and that for you. Oh, girl, such and such told you he was nice over here in the bed, so you done ran over here and tried to sleep with him. And it's like, you're going to get old and you ain't going to have nothing. You're just gonna be out here. You just playing. You ain't got it together. Get your life together. What you say, Sarah? That's called black love, ain't it, Sarah? I swear to God, it is. And listen, and they started when they was young too. You know what I mean? And I seen them just to see the fire in their eyes, Sarah. It was so dope. I had to commend him. You dig what I'm saying? Because when I look back at it, it was just like it was. And then to see his mother and to see his father and his mother when April sung the song to him. She's singing the song from the Kiki Wyatt versions. If only you know, only you knew. So at this point, he grabs his wife and they put their arms around each other and they just started slow dancing. Now they in their 70s and they still showing, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing like that love, man. You call it black love, and I seen it before in a bunch of my uncles and my aunties, but I wish it on any and everybody. I don't care what race you is, but well, I tell you, we got so many broken homes and so many, terrible backgrounds that we come from that I'm with you, sir. When I see black love in the air, I'm telling you, I love it. Now, last little one that I would say on jealous love is this. And I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. You got to figure it out. Here's the thing. Say if your partner cheat on you and then you accept them back. Now, you got to try to figure out, okay, you accept them back into your life. Okay. All right, you cheat. We're gonna try to look over that. We're gonna try to get past it. But one of the things that might happen where you might mess up at when you bring infidelity in there, it's gonna be like they're gonna always have that in the back of their head. Am I enough? Maybe I'm not enough for you. Maybe you want something better. You dig what I'm saying? And so if you think about it on that level, I'm gonna tell you, if you're in a relationship and you thinking about stepping out on your spouse, why don't you go take a break or something? You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say just go around sleeping with people because I can't promote that, but I'm saying don't do that to people because you're gonna make it hard for that relationship to last. You're gonna make it hard for that relationship to work because I'm gonna tell you something. You go step out on a dude with another dude, you dig what I'm saying? Or if he step out on you with a chick that's better than you or something like that, now it's gonna be stuck in your head. You think she better than me or what she got, you know what I mean? Now you and her arguing and stuff like this. You trying to check her out to see where she worked and what she got. You looking at this dude trying to figure out, you know what I mean? You sizing him up. Is he taller than you? Do he get more money? Was he tricking on you? You know what I mean? And so when you talk about jealous love, there's so many angles, so many different things we could talk about, but let's leave it right there. We at the hour mark, man. Overall, what are we trying to say? You might be sleeping with your op. It's real. And what you gonna do when you know deep down in your heart that the person that you in love with or that y'all call each other a spouse, this is your op. They ain't even happy for y'all to be. They ain't even happy for you. You dig what I'm saying? They jealous of you. And so my man started it. He tried to tap in, but it's like this. Yeah, I got you tomorrow, Jerm. But it's like this. Here's the thing. Um, in his situation, him and his girl is in the medical field. He likes to read, he likes to level up. So he's up here snatching up these certificates. And as he gets more certificates, it comes with more pay. She a little bit, I'm not gonna call her lazy, but you know what I mean? She got one, so she happy with that. She's content. But as she see him winning, she don't like it. And so he felt like, man, is it possible that she can be that your spouse can be jealous of you? And so yeah, they can be jealous of you. And you see what my man just said about the man, you know, he don't never commend you. He don't never want to celebrate you because he don't want to see you winning. You know, he ain't nothing but a leech. And he know that if you leave him and go find somebody else, you're gonna do better than what you was doing with him. That's the reason why he's so negative. He want to try to do anything he can to degrade you and beat you down and keep you down to his level because he ain't winning. And sometimes, ladies, y'all got to figure that out. You better get you some discernment or some intuition, boy. You need the Holy Spirit in your life. You know what I mean? Holy Spirit will point some stuff out to you. I'm not playing with you. When you get with some of these dudes and stuff like that, that's the reason why it's not healthy to sleep around with multiple people because it messes up your discernment. All of these different souls attached to your body that it messes up your discernment and you can't think. That's why you've been sleeping all around with all kind of people and they crazy and messed up and now your mind ain't together. And you sitting over here thinking this dude love you, that he about to be the best in your life and he don't even like you. He mad that you get money. So he finna try to blow your credit. He finna try to blow your bank account and everything else. But okay, you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I might do like a part two. There was some more stuff I could talk about. Just some more stuff I could talk about. He said it will never be the same, will it? You talking about the cheating, bringing infidelity into the relationship? I'm just gonna walk out with that one because that's the last one we talked. Well, no, I want to do this one. That's black love. Black love. That's called black love. And if y'all can take anything from what Sarah is saying, it's um it's a fight. It's a war. You know what I mean? To be in a relationship. I don't know, everything Fred and his girl been going through behind the scenes. I can't say that their relationship is perfect, but I know one thing. They sure do a good job with their kids. And I'm talking about they got some little kids too. Cedric is like in his 20s. Then the other little homie like 7. Then the little girl is like 5 or 4 or something like that. So it's like boom. And it's like, and they still together. You dig what I'm saying? They still popping up and popping them out. So love is in the air somewhere. You dig what I'm saying? And the point that I'm trying to make is that it's a fight. Ain't no way in the world I'm finna be jealous of you, sweetheart, because you winning. And if you are doing something and then you see me winning, guess what? That's because you inspire me. And the better that I get, you dig what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but protect you more, be a better provider. You dig what I'm saying? My confidence comes when you happy for me, when you feed into my spirit and you feed into my life. God gave you to me for a reason. Remember, he told the man, it's not good for man to be alone. I shall make him a helper. And then he created the woman. It's not that you lower than me. You my helper. You my helper to help me glorify him. But you my helper too, to help me keep it together, to keep it sane. So when I fall off, guess what? You got it together. That's why you a boss. That's why you a queen. The fuck. I'm trying to stop cussing. But that's the reason what I'm saying. My dude, you supposed to commend her. And then if she winning and she doing more than you, boy, you supposed to, man, when she come home, you supposed to have flowers or something, a dinner, her bath water together with some candles. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all need to read more books and tap in with the Lord and start praying and get some understanding, man. It ain't no understanding out here. It's just a bunch of dumb people running around. Exactly. We're working as a team. There it is. Hard to rebuild after trust is broken. You right about that, Daria. What's up, D? But there it is, though, sir. That's it. Exactly. We're working as a team. It can't be jealous love. It's got to be teammanship. Boy, don't you know if her bag is together and she on the top of her business and she's a go-getter, it ain't nothing sexier to me than a go-getter. Now, I will tell you this. I love the nurturing spirit. I love when a woman take care of her kid. I love when she can clean up a crib and stuff like that because there's some stuff that I don't know how to do. Like I don't know how to fold clothes. I know how to cook, but then you might have to come through and clean up. You dig what I'm saying? Teamwork, like you said, sir. Now, but here's the thing. That's sexy, bro. That's why you got to commend them because they so strong, man. You know what I mean? They wear so many hats that coming home, taking care of the house, making sure they pay bills. Like I can't multitask. Okay, there go the money. Make sure we hit these accounts and stuff on time. Cause I always be paying late fees all the time. Got it. But just ain't, that ain't where my mind is at. So the teamwork, you need them. You got to have them and commend them and make sure that they feel special. Make sure that dude feels special too, though, sweetheart, because it's hard out there for him. You know, it's rough. You know, the world is beating him up, and then you see what dude is doing now that he's in office. You dig what I'm saying? He cutting it off, and so now they can go ahead and they ain't got to hire you because you blacked. All of the little stuff that was set into place, hire so many felonies and all of that. It's finna get ugly. It's going to get real ugly. So I think what she said is really real. Exactly. We working as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Y'all figure it out. Listen, I love y'all. Sunday, I will try to figure out what are we going to do. You know, I'll come up with something dope. And unless I'm out of town or something like that. I got a lot of stuff I got to do on Monday. I got to do the public speaking gig at the University of Iowa. Thank God they put me on a panel again. So I'm going to go up there and talk to the graduating medical class and just keep it moving and keep it grooving. Y'all keep doing the same thing and love somebody, man. Hug your people. If you're in a relationship and you got one, man, you know, go tell Shorty that she beautiful. Go tell her you love her. Go tell him he, you know what I mean? He a king or something sometime. Do something different. All right, y'all, bear true.